Justin started off growing up in a world where addiction was normalized. So when he got to be a teenager and young adult, he started using as well, and it was normal to live that lifestyle. And so he ended up in prison, he ended up in youth authority, just a life of crime is what he experienced.
I got into drugs in my early childhood, and then it progressed from there. I started smoking marijuana, progressed into methamphetamines, alcohol, and just became a drug addict. I didn't care about anybody or anything. I would steal, I would hurt people, I would rob people. I would do anything I could to get those drugs.
He never came around more. He spent time at his friend's house and just drinking all the time, smoking and doing drugs.
He used to be like a mean dad to me, spank my butt and yell at me.
I had my kids removed from me for the third time, and I just had enough, watching my son in the window freaking out, crying, saying, "Why are they taking my daddy away?" That was the straw that broke the camel's back for me.
Justin first came into Goodwill through the TANF program, so he was ready to change his life. He was ready to find a job and asked for help in finding employment.
As soon as you hear that someone's a criminal, that's a word that in our society has a whole lot of stigma attached to it, and it's really hard to overcome that, especially when you're going in for an interview or you're even just submitting an application. You haven't met the person yet. It's really hard for an employer to see the whole picture of who someone is and the story behind what happened with that crime and what that person has done since then to possibly turn their life around.
He filled out probably 120 applications and went on maybe 15 or 20 job interviews. And he was starting to get discouraged, just filling out so many job applications and going on so many interviews and having people tell him that it's okay, we'll overlook your criminal past until they see what it looks like on paper.
It was just door after door after door shut in my face, I was like, okay, today's gonna be the day I'm gonna get hired, today's gonna be the day. And every day I would say that to myself, today's gonna be the day I'm gonna get a job.
When Justin came into Goodwill, he was already motivated. I seen his determination from day one. But I think what he learned while he was here was just self-confidence and how to advocate for himself.
Through Goodwill, I've learned through their classes in communication that it's all on the words you say and how you present yourself and self-presentation on how far you're gonna get. So I took what I've learned out of these classes and I've used it in my day-to-day life. My self-presentation, my communication, being on time, how to manage money, and all that came from Goodwill. They gave me a good perspective on myself and my life, on what I could have become, and what I'm becoming. When I started, the first 2 weeks, the assistant manager at the time noticed I would do work that other people wouldn't do. So he started training me how to do his job, and he told me I was probably going to be his replacement. And it was humbling to move up the ladder that quick to assistant manager in training.
So when Justin got the job as a gas attendant, I believe that he knew that he was better than that, and he convinced his managers that he was better than that just through his self-presentation.
I'm here now doing training as assistant manager, and recently I was told I'm being trained to be moved to a new location to where I'm going to be the manager of my own store.
Now he's fun. He gets off work, takes us whenever we want to do stuff, go to the park and stuff and water parks.
He's been nice now. He buys clothes for us, toys for us. That makes me happy.
I'm more involved with my kids than I ever was before. I'm actually becoming a parent instead of being just a person there, high on drugs.
Justin's a very self-confident man, and he does take pride in what he does. He's very proud of himself, as he should be.
My big thing is fishing. That's my getaway from society. No cell phones, nobody tell me what to do or asking me questions. I can just get back to reality and just get that fresh air.
I am so proud of Justin. I'm so proud of what he is doing and what he has done, and just keeping his attitude and keeping his head up and saying, I'm going to do something. I'm going to make something of my life. I'm going to support my family. He's incredible just to do that. Thank you for supporting Goodwill. It changes lives like Justin's.
Because you support Goodwill, I'm on my way to being a store manager.
Because you shop at Goodwill, my dad has a job.
Thank you, Goodwill, for changing our lives.